Hey, I'm Dr. J. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm going to share with you three of my favorite pumpkin desserts. We've got pumpkin bread pudding, we have pumpkin mini cheesecakes, and pumpkin milkshakes. Delicious. You can have all three of these at your holiday meal. They're all different. I hope you enjoy and happy holidays, y'all. Okay, so it's fall. What does that mean? Pumpkin. Pumpkin everything. So we are making mini cheesecakes. Delicious. Super easy. Okay, so I'm going to show you. I was a little bit lazy and I actually bought graham cracker crumbs. Sometimes I'm just looking for the time saver, right? You don't have to do this. You could use 8 full sheets of graham crackers and crush up in your food processor. This is just 1 cup of crumbs going in. And then this is 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter going in. I've got 2 tablespoons of dish sugar. Okay. And we always want to have a little bit of salt. So this is just a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt going in. So this is going to make our bottom layer. Just going to mix all this together, and then I'm going to put them in the bottom of these little muffin cups, and we're going to bake them up for 5 minutes at 350, and then we're going to let them cool a little bit while we make our filling. And then I don't feel so bad having my own like little mini cheesecake, right? Okay, so you saw how easy that was to make, right? This is just a 1½ tablespoon little scoop. I love these things. Just gonna grab, it can be heaping, that's all right. Then put 1 into each, okay? 1 into each. Don't want to fill it too much because we want to make sure we have enough for all that filling. So I'm just using the bottom of a glass. It's gonna give these a little squish. I'm gonna pack them down a little bit. Yep, that works nicely. A little squish. And I'm going to keep doing this, and then we're going to make our filling. Okay, so my tins are ready for the oven. These will just take 5 minutes, just so they set and they get nice and brown. While the muffin tins are in the oven getting that crust set, this is just 8 ounces of cream cheese I've had softening on the counter for just a few hours. Going in. You want to make sure you've got all of it there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in. I've got 4 tablespoons of light brown sugar going to go in. All right, just going to put this down. Going to get this going. And this is going to be about 2 to 3 minutes. We're just going to get this nice and creamed together before we get the other, and make it nice and fluffy for those cheesecakes. I can't wait. Okay, I'm just going to slow this down. I'm going to add in 1 egg at a time. I'm going to kind of just mix in a little bit. Second egg. I'm going to add in the 1 cup of the pumpkin puree. I love fall. I love everything about it. The temperatures, the leaves changing. I like getting into some sweaters. Okay, that's all mixing together. At this point, I'm just going to stop it. Whoops, wrong way. And I'm just going to kind of scrape down the sides a little bit, just so I want to make sure that everything is really getting mixed together. Just give it a good scrape, kind of checking the bottom too. I love these mixes. You could also do this. You could use a hand mixer for this too. So, okay, so these look great. So these are all set. I'm just gonna let these cool. We don't want to put this stuff in until these kind of cool down. Take about 10-15 minutes. We're gonna finish making our filling. Okay. This is 1½ teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. This is 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. Going in. This is a ½ tablespoon of cornstarch. That's just gonna kind of help it firm up a little bit. Get all that out of there. There we go. And we have 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. You can even go a little bit heavy on the vanilla. If you like a little bit more, it won't hurt it. Just gonna let that come together. Gonna let these cool down. We're gonna get them filled and we're gonna get them in the oven. Okay, so now I'm just gonna fill these little cups up. Just wanna go about 1/2 to 3/4 of the way at the most, okay? So again, I love these little scoopers. Makes it a little bit less messy. So that's like 1, maybe like 1/2. That's good, right about there. All right, I'm gonna continue. These will only take 10 to 12 minutes tops in the oven. Just when you're making, just like making a regular cheesecake, a big one, you want them to set up but you still want them to have like a little jiggle when you take them out because they're gonna firm up totally. You don't want to overcook them. And I'll show you what I mean. But about 10 to 12 minutes, and then take them out of the oven, let them cool, or refrigerate them. And I'm gonna make some whipped topping. They're gonna be amazing. Okay, so I'm just gonna give them a couple of little taps, just like that, just to kind of even them out a little bit. They go into the oven. Alright. See you guys in about 10 minutes. Okay, so these have been in for just about 11 minutes. What you want to do now, you just want to leave them here about 30 minutes to kind of cool in the pan. Then I'm going to take them out and transfer them to a wire rack, cool completely. They're going to go into the refrigerator. Tomorrow I'm actually going to make a whipped topping for them because we're actually going to have them tomorrow. Usually on Sundays we have the kids over, we have dinner together, and then we have some kind of treat. So they're going to really be happy about this one, I think. So we'll finish them tomorrow together, all right? Okay, so the pumpkin cheesecakes are done. They're delicious. We actually might have sampled a few yesterday, but I'm going to show you how to make the whipped cream. It's so easy. So 1 cup of heavy cream going in. You want it nice and chilled. Throw it in there. And I just have 2 tablespoons of organic cane sugar. You could use maple syrup, would be delicious. You could use a little bit of honey, that would be delicious. I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of vanilla. I like it a little vanilla heavy, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on high, and I'm going to let it go until it comes to like nice, like stiff peaks. That's going to go right on top of these. Delicious. Okay, so the whipped cream is done. You can tell it's like sticking to the whisk here, just the way we want it. Okay. You could go all fancy. You could put this in a piping bag and kind of make decorations on top, but it's not that fancy today. So I'm just going to show you what these look like. I'm going to put a little bit of cream just on top. There we go. Just like that. A little dollop will do ya. And I'm going to do the rest of these, and I'm going to show you how we finish them off. Okay, just going to finish with a little bit of pumpkin pie spice right on top. Just a little bit. A little sprinkle. I mean, that looks like fall, right? I hope you enjoy these recipes. If you do, subscribe, share with a friend. Love ya. My kitchen. Today we're gonna make a delicious pumpkin bread pudding. It's gonna be so simple and fast, and you're gonna love it. It's everything fall now, right? So that means pumpkin spice lattes, all the good stuff. I love this time of year. If you followed me for any length of time, you know I love the cooler temperatures. So I'm just gonna get started. I've got 5 large eggs in here. I'm just gonna whisk them up. And it's just, all I'm really doing right now is just creating a custard, okay? So I'm gonna just whisk those up. Sometimes it helps if you just poke the yolk a little bit. They'll just whisk up a little bit easier. Okay. Okay, so in my measuring cup, I have 2 cups of whole milk and 1 cup of half and half. Okay, go in. And I'd like to take everything out and get it to room temperature. That's really important in baking. I know a lot of times people are afraid to bake, but sometimes it's just those little steps that make things cook better for you, right? So we don't want something really cold. So the same thing, my eggs and my milk and my half and half were at room temperature. Okay, I'm just gonna whisk those to combine. I have 3 teaspoons of vanilla. I love vanilla, and I think it just really adds a lot of pop to this. This is 2½ teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. This is a great thing to have in your cabinet. It's cinnamon, it's nutmeg, it's ginger. All the good stuff that's going in there. And again, just give it a little stir. I have 1/2 cup of light brown sugar. Gonna make it nice and sweet. Okay, just giving it all a stir. And I have 1/2 cup of maple syrup. I love it. Again, this just makes me think of fall, right? All those good flavors. And now I'm gonna whisk in my pumpkin. So I've got 1 can, 15-ounce can of organic pumpkin. You could absolutely substitute for fresh. This is just an easier way, and they've kind of done all the work for me. If you're probably following my channel, you're probably a very busy person. So we try to take some steps when we can. I call them little cheats. but I also know this is good. This is just organic pumpkin that's already done for us. And again, just gonna whisk this all together. We just want everything combined because in a few minutes we're gonna pour it over our bread. I just wanna make sure everything's really evenly mixed in here, that's all. Okay, everything is pretty much mixed up there. Okay, so now this is 1 cup of raisins that I have soaking in dark rum. Just gonna add a little bit of flavor. We're not gonna put the rum in there, but the raisins are gonna have that flavor going on. My honey likes to, it's funny, not a big drinker, but he loves to make cocktails every now and then. So I have a feeling we're gonna have a rum drink later in our future today. So just gonna strain. It's okay if you get a little bit in there, no big deal. Strain it out though. And you don't have to do this. You could actually just soak them in water. That would be fine as well. So we have some friends, some younger friends, Mel and Zach. And Zach loves bread pudding. So I know he hasn't had it in a while. And I was talking to Mel about it. And she was like, yeah. So Zach, we're gonna be bringing you some bread pudding tomorrow when we see you. The next point is really important. So the bread, this is 1 loaf of French bread. I bought it actually today, so it was fresh. So if you buy it fresh, you do want to dry it out. So I cut it up into cubes, and then I put it on a baking sheet, 325 degrees for 14 minutes. About halfway through, I just kind of gave them a stir, took them out and let them cool. The best way to do it really is, have day-old bread or 2-day-old bread. That's how this recipe kind of was developed, right? People had stale bread, they don't want to waste it, and have this delicious pudding. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour this over. Get my little raisins are mixed up in there. Okay, so even though this is already smelling good, right? We wanna pour our custard, our pumpkin custard over with the raisins and all. I'm gonna stir it all together. We want this to sit for about at least 15 minutes. Okay, you can be heating up your oven at the same time. So I'm gonna use this little spoon. We'll get it all mixed in, because you really want that bread to really get saturated in all this pumpkin spice goodness. All right, so I'm gonna coat it all up, and then we're gonna get this in the oven just about 20 minutes. I'm probably gonna let this sit 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll get it in the oven. But you wanna make sure every piece is coated. Okay, so every piece is coated. We're just gonna let this sit 15, 20 minutes. It's gonna absorb all that delicious custard. We're gonna get it into our pan and get it in the oven. Can't wait. Okay, so my pumpkin mixture has been sitting for 20 minutes. You can see, if you can kind of look, you can see how it absorbed a lot of that custard. So I'm just gonna pour it into my prepared pan. So this is a 9x13. I sprayed it with some coconut oil spray. You could use whatever you have. You could also just rub it with some soft butter. That'd be fine too. You just don't want this sticking, right? So I'm gonna pour this in. Fantastic. So my oven's preheated to 350, and it will take anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour to cook. You just want to check it to make sure everything is absorbed, the bread is a little bit crispy, and you can tell it'll be all set. Okay. All right, gonna spread out, look at that, fits perfectly. I'm gonna leave some pieces kind of sticking up a little bit. Those will get like a little bit crunchy. I like that, so you have a little bit of different texture in the bread pudding. So I'm good with that. Some people, if you want, you can pat it down a little bit more, and then you'll have a more even consistency. But I actually like those a little bit more drier, a little bit crunchy pieces, and then some of that a little bit more soft. So you do it how you like it. Okay, so this is gonna go in uncovered, 350 on the middle rack, 45 minutes to an hour. You just gotta check it. I would check it around that 45-minute mark. All right. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, well, oh my gosh, it smells delicious in here. Smells like fall. Can't wait to dig in, but Eric is always working behind the camera. I think he deserves a little bit of this dessert, don't you think? So I'm just gonna serve it up. While this was in the oven, I made some whipped cream and I put some maple syrup in there. Fabulous. I'll give you the recipe for that, right? Yeah, I actually cheated and tasted it. It's really, really good.
So this is bread.
This is bread.
But it's pudding.
But it's pudding.
Pudding.
Pudding, yes. And it's got delicious pumpkin pie,
Have I had
spice in
before?
there, pumpkin, real pumpkin in there. It's got raisins. The raisins were soaked in rum. I mean, come on.
Come on.
Right?
Why is the rum gone?
I know. So I'm also going to do, I've got this little sifter. I love these little things, little powdered sugar, because why not? I know I'm usually giving you some health tips, but I have none for you today. Go walk a little bit after this, right? It's okay. All right. And then it's a little powdered sugar, and then a little bit of this maple whipped cream.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh, that's crazy.
Looks pretty too, right?
I don't
Got a full
know
plate.
if I've had bread pudding before. I'm not sure. This could be a
Well,
first.
let me know what you think.
Yeah. Just.
Gosh, that smells good. Right?
Oh.
I know.
That's so good.
I love
Alright.
maple, so
There we go.
maple and pumpkin, come on.
Mm. Mm.
Right?
What?
I know.
There's raisin?
Yeah. Do you get the rum? Maybe.
A little bit.
That's all right. Awesome. Well, listen, so if you have that bread, so today I did get it fresh, right? Sometimes I'm just always cooking, but if you have that day old bread, use it up. Make a bread pudding. You can just be as creative as you want. I mean, you could do chocolate. I mean, you can make all kinds of flavors with this. But I am really into all the fall spices right now. So anyways, I hope you enjoy this recipes. Please make it for your friends and family. If you have not subscribed, please do. Don't forget to click that bell so you know when our videos are coming out next. We love you all and happy fall. Enjoy. Okay, kitchen. It is fall, y'all. We love everything pumpkin. If you're like us, you're gonna love this pumpkin milkshake. And I bet you probably have most of these ingredients on hand already. It's fall, it's October here in northern Texas. And you know what? It is still in the 80s and 90s. But you know what? We're gonna cool down with this milkshake. Delicious. But honestly, I would drink this any time of the year. So we're gonna start with a little bit of whole milk. Go in, and I'll give you all the measurements. They'll be listed below in the description. This is some canned pumpkin. I always have this on hand. You can make smoothies with this, pumpkin pie, of course, right? Pumpkin soup. It just doesn't end. Pumpkin everything for me. Okay, so a little bit of the pumpkin puree. You don't want pumpkin pie filling. You really want the all-natural puree. It'd just be too sweet. Pumpkin pie spice. I use this on so many things. I make granola with this all the time, so I always have 1 or 2 bottles of that on hand. So that's gonna go in. A little bit of brown sugar, just a tiny bit. Sweeten up that pumpkin. This is gonna be our whipped topping that I already made earlier. You could use the canned stuff, would be absolutely fine. And of course, some ice cream. And if you all live in our area, you know Bluebell. That is like absolutely my favorite. So if you can get it, I highly recommend. Okay. Good to the last drop. It's funny, I used to live in New England, as if you couldn't tell from my accent, but my friend Renee and I were college roommates. And it didn't matter if it was January in Boston, there was an ice cream shop right down from where our dorms were located. We were there getting our coffee cones with our Jimmies. I think those are also only in the Northeast too. Like the Jimmies were chocolate sprinkles. So anyways, delicious. So I'm up for ice cream really any time of the year. Okay, that's simple. We're just gonna give this a blend. Okay, so just like that. Got one for myself, one for Eric. Oh my gosh, look at that. Nice and creamy deliciousness. Okay, so these came out nice and creamy and thick. I'm just adding some homemade whipped cream. And this is just heavy cream that I put in my mixer with a tiny bit of sugar and a little bit of vanilla. That's it. Whipped it up. It's so easy to make, but you could absolutely use the thing, you know, the stuff that comes in the tub would be fine. The stuff that comes in the can. Oh, good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, not done yet. Gonna add just a little, so you all know what we're having. Just a little of that pumpkin pie spice right on top. Oh yeah. You want to come have fun with us? Can't wait. This is dinner tonight. Okay, we're going to give these a taste for you in just a second and let you know.
Hey.
I mean, look at these, right?
Beautiful.
We don't need no any ice cream shop for this,
Yeah.
right?
I want to taste this first.
I know. Whipped cream.
Oh.
So good.
So much better than the tub or the can.
I know.
Come on.
We won't judge though, we promise. Always makes me think
you
of
have
Charlie.
that recipe for that in the...
I can definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very easy.
Make the frosting. Or make the...
The whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always makes me think of Charlie. Remember our oldest grandson, Charlie?
Yeah.
I made a whole thing of homemade whipped cream and we had some fresh strawberries. He ate the whole thing. The whole thing.
He was like 5 or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. One sitting.
Yeah.
Charlie, to
I
you.
remember that.
All right. Pumpkin
Cheers.
milkshake. Mm.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
It's like
That's so good.
It's like pumpkin pie in a glass. This is
Oh.
awful. It's
I was
so
not
good.
expecting that.
I know. It's
Oh.
like this is awful because this is what we're gonna have for dinner.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Yeah, right? Cheers.
All the 4 food groups.
Pumpkin.
Sugar, whipped topping.
Yeah.
We elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups: candy, candy canes, candy corns, and syrup.
These are so good, y'all. I really hope you make these. I bet you have all the ingredients on hand. It comes together in just minutes. If you like our recipes, please share with your friends and family. If you have not subscribed yet, please do that as well. And don't forget to click that bell. That way you know when our next recipes and our videos are coming out. Love y'all.